Good morning, children. Welcome to all of you in Standard 12. In Standard 12, there are two papers in economics. Number A, macroeconomics. Number B, Indian economic development. The first chapter is some basic concept of macroeconomics. So, today I am going to start macroeconomics. Macroeconomics. Macroeconomics is a part of economics which studies overall aggregates and the total overall economy. Macroeconomics as a whole unit of our economy, such as national income, aggregate demand, aggregate supply, aggregate investment. मैक्रोइकोनॉमिक्स पूरे कंट्री का होल इकोनॉमी को डील करता है, पूरे कंट्री के इनकम को, इन्वेस्टमेंट को, टोटल डिमांड को, टोटल सप्लाई को डील करता है. क्लास 11 में हमने आप लोगों को पढ़ाया है माइक्रो इकोनॉमिक्स. माइक्रो इकोनॉमिक्स इज कंसर्न विद द इंडिविजुअल यूनिट ऑफ आवर कंट्री. इट इज अ स्मॉल यूनिट सच एज individual consumers income, individual consumer, individual market, individual demand, individual supply. Micro is a small unit of our country and macro as a broad unit of our country. So 12 में हम लोगों को मैक्रो इकोनॉमिक्स पढ़ना है जो हमारे पूरे कंट्री के नेशनल इनकम को, हमारे पूरे कंट्री के इन्वेस्टमेंट को, हमारे पूरे कंट्री के डिमांड एंड सप्लाई को डील करेगा. नाउ व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन माइक्रो एंड मैक्रो इकोनॉमिक्स? माइक्रो इकोनॉमिक्स इज दैट अ ब्रांच ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स which studies the behavior of individual unit, and the macro deals or branch of economics which studies the behavior of total economy of our country. So that is why it is the price level of our country and the household income of our country. It aims to determine the price of a commodity or a factor of the production. But in macro, it aims to determine the aggregate output, that is national income, aggregate investment or employment level of the economy. Now, that is the difference between macro and micro. Macro is a national output. Micro is a output of a firm. Macro is a price level and micro is a household income. Macroeconomics aggregate demand of a goods and services of our whole economy, and the micro market demand of a country such and that. There are different types of goods in an economy. Number 1, final goods and intermediate goods. It is final goods and intermediate goods. Final goods, the goods which are used by their ultimate user are called final goods. Final good means it is ready for the purchase. It is ready for the use by the consumers. They are not meant for resale. Final goods do not undergo any further transformation in the process of production. We know that there are so many goods are available in the market and the consumer are purchased from them. So it is a final goods. When consumer directly consume the goods and services which is available in the market, that is called final goods. But final goods are of two types. One is consumer goods and second is capital goods. Consumer goods is that type of goods when consumer or the individual person are to consume directly, such as food, clothing, watches, TV, etc. But the capital goods, there are so many capital goods which is used by the producer and which is invested. It is also a final goods, but it is a capital goods because the final investment which is invested by the producers. So there are two types of final goods. Now intermediate goods. Intermediate goods are those goods which are used as a raw material for the factors of production, and the factors of productions are land, labor, capital and entrepreneur, which is used by the mainly producers, farmers, for etc. So intermediate goods are only used as a raw material for the production function or for the resale in the same year. So that is the characteristics of the intermediate goods. There are some difference among the final goods and intermediate goods. Final goods are meant for the use by the consumer or a firm. No value is added to the final goods. It is directly used by the producer as well as the consumer. Intermediate goods are used as a raw material or for resale in the same year. While the measuring of national income, only the value of the final goods is taken into the account, and those goods remain within the production boundary and hence undergo further transformation at the hands of any producer. It means फाइनल गुड्स और इंटरमीडिएट गुड्स एक ऐसा गुड्स है हमारी इकोनॉमी का जो दोनों ही डिफरेंट है. फाइनल गुड्स जो कंज्यूमर प्रोड्यूसर डायरेक्टली मार्केट से परचेस करके कंज्यूम करता है, और इंटरमीडिएट गुड्स एक ऐसा गुड्स है जो फर्दर प्रोडक्शन के लिए एज अ रॉ मटेरियल के रूप में और रीसेल के रूप में यूज होता है. दैट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन फाइनल गुड्स एंड intermediate goods. So now there are some examples of final goods and intermediate goods, such as car purchased by a household, car purchased by a dealer, office furniture, final goods, and office stationery, intermediate goods, school bus, final goods, diesel, intermediate goods, school building, final goods, and goods material which is used in the school building, that is color, paint, cement, which is intermediate goods. It means जो कंज्यूमर और प्रोड्यूसर के से डायरेक्टली कनेक्टेड हो और यूज हो तो वो फाइनल गुड्स कहलाता है, और इंटरमीडिएट गुड्स जो जिसका रीसेल वैल्यू हो और एज अ रॉ मटेरियल के रूप में यूज हो वो हमारा इंटरमीडिएट गुड्स कहलाता है. Now, next, production for self-consumption and production for exchange. Some goods are used for the self-consumption and some goods are used for the exchange as a raw material, such as production for self-consumption. Production for self-consumption refers to those goods which are purchased for self-consumption by the producer instead of sell in the market. For example, a small farmer grows wheat to meet his family. अगर कोई एक फार्मर वीट ग्रो करता है, राइस ग्रो करता है, अपने फैमिली के लिए ग्रो करता है, दैट इज प्रोड्यूस्ड बाय द प्रोड्यूसर, दैट इज प्रोड्यूस्ड बाय द फार्मर ओनली फॉर द सेल्फ कंजम्पशन. लेकिन अगर वहीं पे एक फार्मर जो कि प्रोड्यूसर गुड्स को प्रोड्यूस कर रहा है, वीट प्रोड्यूस कर रहा है और राइस प्रोड्यूस कर रहा है, अगर वो मार्केट में उसको सेल करता हो फॉर द एक्सचेंज, वो उसका रीसेल वैल्यू एक्सचेंज हो जाएगा. सो प्रोडक्शन फॉर एक्सचेंज रेफर्स टू दोज गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज विच आर प्रोडक्शंस एंड द सोल्ड इन द मार्केट. सो द गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज आर प्रोड्यूस्ड विद अ प्रॉफिट मोटिव. Productions for the exchange are only for the profit motive by the producers, but the production for self-consumption are only for the self-consumption for their family. So now this is my end the video of the first unit of first chapter.